Well, welcome to yet another episode, Rumble. And you've been reading newspapers, I'm sure, and getting discouraged with every passing day, talking about the scams that's happening in government and all the so-called cheating and stealing money from the exchequer, sorts of crimes coming from the political parties and from their representatives. We don't know how much of it is true, how much of it is cooked up, but we know that generally the trend of people in public service are coming down. They themselves admit it. So today I'm very happy to have a young man. His name is Anirudh Bele, and he is studying in Chennai, and he's very clear that he wants to get into politics. So somebody like this is very rare. Normally they spring out of nowhere. So welcome to the show, Anirudh.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
And so tell me, what drove you into this, this idea that I need to do something myself?
Frankly, because this is a very moral question, something that has been ingrained in me ever since I was a child. I don't like being passive.
Okay.
When I find something wrong, I will raise my voice.
Did you get into a lot of punch-ups in school? Because
I've gotten beaten up in the process, but that doesn't stop me from.
No, that's where you learn how it is when you start opposing getting beaten up. Then you say, "Oh my God, it's not so easy."
True, but I don't like being passive. If I don't like something, I will raise my voice. I will say I don't like it, but I won't stop at that. I'll do what I can to change it, and if I can't change it, at least I've tried. And if I don't have the means to change it, or I'm disinterested in changing it, I won't even complain.
Okay, so you're quite sure that you want this habit of yours or whatever we inculcated further among other people, so everybody becomes as aware as you?
Definitely.
That's the idea?
Definitely. So I'm not going to stand on a pedestal and tell anybody how to be, but this is how I am.
Okay.
And I will be.
So how do you think that will change others?
Well, probably I think if I can manage to live up to this ideal, needless to say it is a good ideal to have. I think if I can manage to exemplify it or represent it in my actions and what I do,
okay,
I think it should give other people enough conviction to understand that they can do it themselves.
Okay, so what are the first areas you think you need to tackle for yourself?
Personally?
Yeah.
On a personal level?
Yes, on a personal level.
I think I should learn my time management a little better. There's too much to do.
Okay.
Too much to do. I find myself waking up in the morning, huge tasks ahead of me, be it at college, be it at ISEC. I work at an organization called ISEC.
Okay.
Be it with the new organization that I just started, You Speak India, with my family, my friends, too many things to do. But at the end of the day, I'm too exhausted, and I think I have to learn how to manage my time.
Or do you need to drop a few of these things?
No, these are priorities. These
Okay.
are priorities.
So you can't afford to drop any one of them, but you have to just prioritize them.
Prioritize them during the day, learn how to slot my timings properly. I think that's what.
So if you manage to convince other people of your age group also about your convictions and get them to come on your side.
I have. In fact, prior to starting You Speak India, the organization that I just started, it's an organization to promote civic engagement and political awareness, that is through casting an educated ballot focused on the urban youth in India.
Okay.
Now, when I wanted to start this organization, I wrote a blog post on my blog titled Politics, Advocacy in Young People. I wrote an article detailing my intention. That is, I'll put it out there, let me see if my ideas resonate. If it resonates, then it actually shows that it's an idea worth pursuing in society.
Yeah.
I put it out overnight, 250 shares, some really big people, I don't know how they identified my post, retweeted it. Extremely heartening to see people my age resonate with this idea.
Okay.
A lot of people called me.
Was it across the nation, so to say?
Across the nation, right? From Calcutta, Delhi, Bangalore, Vellore, Chennai, Hyderabad. Got a couple of phone calls, several emails, weeks of discussion. We formed a team.
Oh, they eventually formed the core group kind of thing, these enthusiasts?
Eventually we formed a core group. A friend of mine who I've worked with in Chennai, I sounded the idea of him even before I spoke about, even before I posted this on my blog. And he was interested in working with me. So we got together, we identified people who were interested, formed a core team. We launched our organization on the 15th.
So when you say launch an organization, obviously the first thing that springs to your mind is money. All organizations need money.
Thankfully, with the immediate tasks that are ahead of us, we don't require funding.
Okay.
But yes, we do plan to have a couple of events. We do plan to have a couple of physical initiatives which would require funding. We are in the process of speaking to a lot of people. This really reaffirms my faith in the fact that if someone pursues a good cause, you do have good people out there who help, and you cannot afford to be cynical. We've identified several good people who've been kind enough.
Came forward on their own.
Or
as soon as they heard of what
many
you're
of
planning.
them came forward on their own. Some really big people, they have bigger priorities possibly for themselves. But to identify a good cause and to want to support a good cause, it was something very heartening. And we have a lot of people who are showing interest. We don't want to let them down. We're working hard.
So, what would be the actual action that they need to take to convince you that hey, I'm serious about what I'm saying? What physical activities? One thing to say, I love the idea. You will make India strong. All that vague words. But what do they have to do? Do they have to register with you?
They, as in the young people who are
So
catering,
whoever's
our audience.
yeah, whoever's impressed with what you're trying to.
Okay, so far, as far as the people who are impressed with us is concerned, we just launched. They're impressed with the cause. Now we don't want. Now I'll tell you what we want to do in order to further this interest. We want to take issues of public. I'll tell you what our organization basically does. We take issues of public policy, local governments, legislatures, central government, whatever it is.
Okay.
Analyze them, present them in a readable and fun format on our website. Soon we'll be having videos coming up. We have interactive videos with caricatures. Make it fun. Incentivize young people to want to, engage with our website, engage with our virtual platforms, understand issues of public policy, educate themselves on real issues. And we don't want to be academic. We don't want to be distant. We don't want to present it to them in a newspaper format. At the same time, we don't want to be too sensational and only catering to things which sell, like how popular media unfortunately does today.
Yeah.
You want to be substantial.
Yeah, they need eyeballs, so they package it.
We don't need anything. We're not a business.
Okay, so this is just an introduction to what Anirudh is all about. When you come back, next second part, we'd say, how did we set about it? Because it's not easy for a youngster to just put something together. So we'll find that when you come back.